What is going on, everyone? My name is Marshmallow Matt, and today we are playing a new game. It's called The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. It's kind of like, I know everyone has been in an awkward car ride at some point in their lives. Either it was with someone you didn't know, or it was like an awkward situation. Just that awkward silence when you're stuck in a car with someone. That everyone can relate to that. But this puts a little twist on it. From what I read about the game, it's a car ride after the apocalypse. And these two people, I guess, are on the run. They can't find any other living people anywhere, and they're in the car together. And yeah, that's as far as I know. Let's go ahead and get on into it. It's supposed to have a beautiful soundtrack too, which I can tell from the menu that that's definitely the case. But also the other thing about it is it's like a 4-day project, so it's one of these quick games that probably won't take too long to get into. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go start. The shadows that run alongside our car. Whose eyes will you see the road through? This guy or this girl? Okay. That was the other thing about this game too, is that there are 2 playable characters, so you can see the game from 2 different people's perspective, and there's like 6 total endings to it, so maybe 3 for each one, or maybe just, I don't know. But I like games like this where you have the choice to make, you have decisions to make, and it actually affects the outcome of the game. It always bothers me when there's a game that just gives you the illusion of choice, where you make decisions, but then regardless of what you decide, the ending stays the same. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. We'll start with the driver. She says, "Gun it." I put the pedal to the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it's gone, and then it's just us and the long road. Awkward silence. More awkward silence. The world outside the windows passes us by in abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. So awkward. Oh, there you go. That'll break tension a little bit. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Okay, so it's a zombie apocalypse. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's scary. I don't like that. Fair enough. And zombies probably would hurl themselves at a moving car. They're not that smart. From what I've seen anyway. Maybe that's just stereotype. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. Hey, at least you guys said something. So, guess it's kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Have they not talked for 3 days in the car together? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. I get to pick her name. Shelby. I'll just leave it as Shelby. It's Shelby. Well, nice to meet you then, Shelby. Name's, well, I guess his name is Dustin. Name's Dustin. Okay. Back to awkward silence. He's smiling! Oh, awkward silence still. There went the smile. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over a series of potholes, but then the road smooths again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm brewing far off on the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh. Wow, that's the first she's actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? I mean, after being on the run 3 days after a zombie apocalypse, I probably wouldn't remember what I was doing either. I can't remember what I was doing 15 minutes ago. Anyway. A whole lot of nothing. Aww. I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Well, say something. She asked you a question and you're just sitting in silence? Just a scruffy drifter. Not sure she wants to hear that. Dodge the question or bend the truth? I don't have an option to tell her the truth? I guess just dodge the question because I don't want to lie to her. You know, this and that. I've never really settled into one thing in particular. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. Ah, guess he didn't... Sorry, never mind. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Awkward. More silence. It's getting, like dusk time now? Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it wouldn't hurt to look, though. Who says reckon? Okay. Let's turn on the radio. She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives the illusion of actual sound, but then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though... Hang on a sec. Go back down. I think I actually heard something. The noise passes in and out. Then as something comes into auditory focus... Well, there you go! Is that mariachi? Yep. He's laughing. I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static and a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails soulfully over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly piss myself. Shelby's nearly there too. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that would be left, man. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. Out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short for a few seconds, before starting up again. Wait, this isn't the same song again. Oh, isn't this the same song again? It's probably on an endless loop. Because why wouldn't it be? Yeah, zombie apocalypse, endless loop of mariachi. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie would even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. Everyone's into baby metal! I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. Oh, the puns! You know, I've always wondered this. But what are they grateful for, exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So what are you into anyway? Music-wise? I really like Alanis Morissette. Top 40 hits. That sort of thing. Well, isn't that ironic? You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Yes, it is. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? What? Yes, I will judge you. No, that might be for the best. What do you listen to, then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but... Well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. Say it. ABBA. She's gonna laugh at you. Yep, there comes the laugh. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. It's a nice sound, though. I'm gonna be poetic and say that it sounds like music. Oh, I'm not gonna be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. That's absolutely right. Except for that one. Yep, that was the only right answer. I'm 22. Shit. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. Wonder if she's ever been to school. That young and the whole damned world's crashing down around her? I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my finger grips hard into the wheel. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. I reach down and turn the volume knob to a sharp left, and the radio blissfully goes silent. Yeah, okay, thank you. Farewell, wailing man. Now it's just us again. Silence again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in summer. Ignoring me, huh? Dodging the question, are we? Wonder what she was into before this. Maybe she has always planned on the world drifting into hell in a handbasket. Smoked away her youth and wiled away her time? Wiled away? Ha, no. That's me, ain't it? I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the street lights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. Kind of fitting for the end of the world. Oh, it's nighttime now. So you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, doesn't have to be a job or anything, but well, what do you like to do? Or what did you do? Or what did you before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, and watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. I can relate. I guess that'd be most people's story. Yep. It's tough out there. Well, it was tough. It's probably tougher now. Huh. All kinds of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. Silence. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. Suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that sure is lofty. That sounds really cliche. Not really, it sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sorta lose yourself. It gets to be a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you'd expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. What does that mean? I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gun a lot. She's like, oh, her gut. Thought she had a gun. Wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way, and I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably should have looked for more bags of that ginger stuff. Ask if she's nauseous. Still feeling nauseous? Oh yeah, it's gotten a little better, but I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but Christ, I'm not equipped for this. I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but gastric distress is a bit beyond me. You think we should stop and rest? Nah. Like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Right. The fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days anyway, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onward it is, then. Oh, it's late night now. Music changed. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? Why did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? Huh. Didn't I used to. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we're really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but you're old man. What happened? My dad? So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Great. Now I feel like I want to puke. Hey. Please don't say things like that, Shelby. One of us has to keep this up. Rest a hand on hers. Do it. I slide my hand off the wheel. Her hand is resting by her leg, near the center console, so I reach over. I thought she might pull away, but she doesn't. Her shoulders fall, and I think I hear her sigh. Wow. Her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe because the window's open? Maybe it's because she's sick. Really wish I knew a bit more about medical shit right about now. Actually, if she had a fever, shouldn't she be hotter? A chill like that can't be normal. It's not even that cold in here. But we're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast, I'm still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. If the car's clock is set right, it's nearing 1 in the morning now. The road is dead as it ever was, but it somehow feels even emptier, more sinister. Like all the shadows behind us are teaming up in a hungering mass, just waiting to swallow us whole. My eyes are getting heavier. We can't stop now, though. We've still got so much farther to go. Even if we... Hey, Dustin. There's something I need to tell you. What? She puts her hand to her stomach again. Latent instinct tell me not to take my eyes off the road, but I do anyway to look at her. She looks real bad. Worse than I've seen yet. A couple times she opens and shuts her mouth. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I do too. I should have said something before. I wanted to, but... I was scared. I'm still scared. Damn it. God damn it, I should have known it. I've heard so much unbelievable crap about the symptoms, but... I guess they weren't so full of shit after all. Hey, stop. It's okay. But Just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so... Maybe there's a way. Is she infected with it? Oh my god. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. Oh god. I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this, I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish there wasn't reality. Fuck it all. I thought I was keeping it together. Don't do this to me, kid. I swallowed, but it doesn't make my throat any less dry. The corners of my eyes are burning. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes? Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Yes! Yes, it absolutely does. Silver lining. Yes, there's always a silver lining. Retail? Almost as bad as zombies. True! Worse, probably. I try, but I can't muster up the will to laugh. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road for a while. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there, at any rate. Yeah, maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. If there ever was a station like that out there, I'd love to hear it. Hell, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever was running it. This life's too short to just not do whatever the hell you want. But I guess it ain't the time to be waxing on that. I don't know how much longer this tank's gonna get us. Well, ain't much else we can do now but go until we can't make anymore. Or go until we can't anymore. This road is long, and our course is true. Nowhere to run but forward. The end. Okay. Well, that seemed like a good ending, but she was a zombie, so maybe it wasn't that great of an ending. Oh my god, okay. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought I could go through all the endings and through all of the playthroughs real fast, but I think that's all I'm going to do for this one. If you guys want me to come back to this, if you guys want to see me try to find another ending, let me know down in the comments, and also give this video a like, and give this game a play for yourself. It's free game. This is a free game. It's so well written and well put together. I like the art. I like the music. The interactions between the two characters is really good, and I'm really interested to see the game through the passenger's point of view. I absolutely love this game, and I highly recommend it. You guys give this one a shot. And that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, like I said, give it a thumbs up down below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. That way you can keep up to date with all of my new videos. And I will see you guys later. Bye!